Hello, guys. Good morning. How are you today? How are you on this beautiful Monday? Are you hungry? Are you tired? Are you sleepy? How was your weekend? Did you enjoy your weekend? Did you sleep a lot? Did you play video games? Or did you watch any new movies or any TV series? Let me know, tell me. Como é que foi o final de semana de vocês aí? Vocês conseguiram relaxar? Conseguiram descansar nessa pausa? Estão prontos para mais uma semana de aula? Ou vocês queriam um pouco mais de descanso? Acho que o final de semana foi suficiente, deu para descansar, né? Digam aí pra teacher se vocês descansaram, se não descansaram. E sim, eu ainda não respondi nenhum e-mail das tarefas de vocês antes que vocês comecem a me perguntar e dizer, meu Deus, será que a teacher recebeu? A teacher não me respondeu. Recebi, porém não respondi ainda. Mas eu vou responder, ok? Relax and be patient. Que eu vou responder e vou trazer aqui pra vocês, como eu sempre faço, ok? Hoje a nossa aula é Vocabulary. Aula passada a gente começou um pouco a falar sobre a Unit 8, né? A gente começou a falar sobre o que seria essa unidade, sobre o que a gente ia conversar nessa unidade. E hoje a gente vai começar a falar um pouquinho mais sobre a Unit 8. Hoje a gente vai entrar na parte do Vocabulary. Vamos falar sobre o Vocabulary da nossa Unit, certo? Vocês lembram sobre o que era mais ou menos a unidade? Era sobre os Natural Disasters, lembram, não lembram? Enfim, let's start, ok? Okay, let's start our class about vocabulary. I want you to open your books to page 128 and 129. Okay? Open your books to page 128 and 129 and let's start. Okay. Tell me, what can you see on the picture? What can you see in this picture on pages 128 and 129? And do you like of what you see? What can you see and where do you think it is? Do you think it's a beautiful picture or it's not beautiful? Okay, it's a wildfire. Yes, it is. And what else can you see? Panic. Okay. You free fire. A car. You can also see a car. Yes. What else? Okay, Julia got it. Fire. And do you believe that a wildfire is a natural disaster? Yes or no? Our Unit 8, talks about natural disasters, okay? And this text is going to talk about 3 natural disasters. Yes, okay. A gente vai ler o texto, né? A gente vai escutar e vocês vão acompanhar a leitura e depois vocês vão me dizer quais são os 3 natural disasters que falam no texto, ok? Ele fala sobre 3 different natural disasters e eu quero que vocês me digam depois quais são esses natural disasters e como que vocês se sentiriam se vocês passassem por esses natural disasters. Por exemplo, já pensou, vocês estão em casa ou estão passando no carro, que nem esse carro que tá aí, e do nada, wildfire. How would you feel? Como é que vocês iam se sentir se tivesse passando por um lugar com wildfire? Vocês iam pensar, ah, ok, tá pegando tudo, tá pegando fogo. Ou, ai meu Deus, I'm scared. Scared. Afraid. Okay. Is it low? Really? Just a minute, okay? Nervous, alright. Melhorou o som? Pausa para. O som está melhor? Vocês conseguem me ouvir? Panic, scared, nervous, okay. Yes, it's better. Thank you. Thank you very much. E aí, se o som ficar baixo de novo, vocês falam, tá? Que eu ajeito aqui.
Unit 8,
You're
Activity
welcome.
1.
Okay,
Listen
now
and
we are
read.
going to listen to
In
the
March
text, okay?
2015, a terrifying wildfire
read.
went through
Pay
Cape
attention.
Town, South Africa. It was moving 65 kilometers in a single day and destroying everything in its path. We couldn't breathe because of the smoke and we couldn't escape, said one Cape Town resident. Wildfire fires can start in forests or on open land, and the flames spread very quickly. Sometimes they start because the weather is hot and dry, but mostly humans cause wildfires. We can prevent them by carefully controlling campfires and other outdoor fires. Other natural disasters are impossible to prevent. A hurricane, also called a typhoon or a cyclone, is a rotating tropical storm that starts over the sea. When Typhoon Haiyan struck the Philippines and Vietnam in 2013, the winds reached over 100 kilometers per hour and caused massive destruction. 6,000 people were killed, and more than 2 million had to leave their homes. Today, we can accurately predict these storms, and if we pay attention to severe weather warnings,
Mas just a minute, ok? Só um minutinho, que a gente tá só organizando aqui o áudio para poder colocar para vocês, certo? Daqui a pouco a gente vai escutar. Mas enquanto isso, quais são os natural disasters que vocês conhecem? Enquanto a gente ajeita aqui o som, me digam aí quais são os natural disasters that you know. Que desastres naturais vocês conhecem? Digam aí pra teacher. Tsunamis, okay, what else? Earthquakes. Okay. Volcanoes, eruptions. Yes. Stormies. Yes, you know a lot of natural disasters. Cyclone, okay. What else? And have you seen any natural disaster? Vocês já passaram por algum momento que vocês viram de perto natural disaster? Ou just in movies?
we can prepare for them. Unlike a storm, an earthquake is usually completely unexpected. A huge earthquake hit Pakistan in October 2015. The ground was shaking, said one Islamabad resident who was at work at the time. But worse than that was the sound of the earthquake. It was a horrible noise. Earthquakes usually don't last more than a minute, but their effects can be terrible. Buildings collapse, and this can sometimes cause fire. 1. Listen and read. In March 2015, a terrifying wildfire went through Cape Town, South Africa. It was moving 65 kilometers in a single day and destroying everything in its path. We couldn't breathe because of the smoke and we couldn't escape, said one Cape Town resident. Wildfires can start in forests or on open land, and the flames spread very quickly. Sometimes they start because the weather is hot and dry, but mostly humans cause wildfires. We can prevent them by carefully controlling campfires and other outdoor fires. Other natural disasters are impossible to prevent. A hurricane, also called a typhoon or a cyclone, is a rotating tropical storm that starts over the sea. When Typhoon Haiyan struck the Philippines and Vietnam in 2013, the winds reached over 100 kilometers per hour and caused massive destruction. 6,000 people were killed, and more than...
Ok. O áudio não tá querendo colaborar com a gente, então vamos continuar sem o áudio, ok? Vocês estavam me falando que vocês viram, oh my god, Colette, you saw a cyclone. Você viu um ciclone de perto? Oh my god. I have never seen any natural disaster next to me. Thanks God. That's dangerous. And what did you do, Leticia? How would you react? How did you react?
Unit 8, Activity 1.
Como foi que você reagiu a esse cyclone, vendo de tão pertinho? Let me know, okay? Ok. Nesse nosso texto, que a gente não conseguiu escutar o áudio, falavam de 3 natural disasters, ok? E aí, o que era importante pra gente era prestar atenção em algumas palavras-chave, que são as palavras do nosso vocabulary. Mas eu trouxe aqui algumas frases, alguns exemplos, pra gente entender essas palavrinhas. E aí, se vocês tiverem alguma dúvida, podem falar aí nos comentários pra teacher dizer o que é, ok? For example, the first one. A terrifying wildfire went through Cape Town. What is wildfire? Oh, thank you, Julia. What is wildfire? Looking at the picture and looking at the sentence. What is wildfire? A terrifying wildfire went through Cape Town. What is it? Do you know what is a wildfire? It's just you just have to look at the picture, okay? A terrifying wildfire ran through Cape Town. You don't know? Wildfire, incêndio. Yes, exactly this. Because of the smoke, we couldn't breathe and we couldn't escape. Now we have here 2 words, breathe and escape. Escape is similar to Portuguese, but breathe is not that similar. Do you know what is breathe? Because of the smoke, we couldn't breathe and we couldn't escape. What is breathe? Yes, exactly this, respirar. And we couldn't escape. What is escape? No, Davi, and I'm going to talk to you later about it. Yes, exactly this. Escape, escapar. It's very similar to Portuguese, okay? That's nice. The flames spread very quickly. The flames. What are flames? Oh my god, Leticia, that's terrible. I think I would be very scared. The flames spread very quickly. What are the flames? Oh, okay, that's nice. That's good that everything went well after. Now tell me, what are the flames? The flames spread very quickly. Yes, that's it, Luis. Very good. David, no, and I'm going to explain you in the end of the class, okay? We can prevent wildfires by carefully controlling campfire. Yes, carefully. Cuidadosamente, né? É um advérbio aí de modo, carefully. Cuidadosamente. So we can prevent wildfires by carefully controlling campfires. Yes, exactly this. Some natural disasters are impossible to prevent. Unfortunately, some natural disasters are impossible to prevent. Yes, this is very similar to Portuguese, right? Disasters. É bem parecido com a palavra em português, então é até fácil a gente saber o que é, né? Os disasters. Yes. A cyclone is a rotating tropical storm that starts over the sea. So, a cyclone. Yes, exactly this. It's also very similar to Portuguese, right? Só muda uma letrinha e a pronunciation, mas é bem parecido com o português também. Então, é bem fácil de a gente identificar qual é a palavra, qual é o significado, né? A cyclone. Yes, exactly this, Davi. Unfortunately. When a hurricane strikes, it can destroy cars, roads, and buildings. So here we have strikes. When a hurricane strikes, it can destroy cars, roads, and buildings. It's very powerful, a hurricane, right? So, when a hurricane strikes, do you know what is strikes? When a hurricane strikes, it can destroy cars, roads, and buildings. What is strikes? Hurricane is like this, Sophia. Now I want to know what is the strikes. What is the word? What is the verb strikes? When a hurricane strikes. Do you know? Yes, exactly this. When a hurricane strikes, when a hurricane happens, it can destroy cars, roads, and buildings. The class? I didn't understand, Davi. Can you explain, please? Struck é o passado de strike. Many buildings collapsed in the earthquake. So here we have collapsed. It's collapsed in the past. Many buildings collapsed in the earthquake. What is collapsed? Many buildings collapsed in the earthquake. That's very sad, right? When an earthquake happens, many buildings collapse. That's really sad. Earthquakes make the ground move. Earthquake is also a natural disaster, right? Yes, exactly this. Earthquakes make the ground move. Yes, that's terrible. Have you ever seen an earthquake? I have never seen. I think it's terrible. During an earthquake, the ground and the buildings shake. Yes, shake. Shake is also simple, right? It's not difficult, this word shake. During an earthquake, the ground and the buildings shake. Perfect. There were very few survivors after the earthquake. Survivor. What is a survivor? There were very few survivors after the earthquake. Survivors are the people that survive to something. In this case, survived to the earthquake. After the earthquake. São os sobreviventes. Survivors. Yes, exactly this. Perfect. People that survive. Very good. It was a terrible fire that destroyed hundreds of homes. Terrible. What is terrible? Terrible is also similar to Portuguese. Yes, it's very similar to Portuguese, right? Terrível, terrible. Yes, perfect. It was a terrible fire that destroyed hundreds of homes. Yes, that's it. Weather forecasters give warnings before a hurricane. So weather forecasters give warnings. What is a warning? Give warnings before a hurricane. What is this warning? Yes, but they give warnings. Eles dão avisos, né? Antes de um hurricane, que nem a Letícia Colette falou que estava na Argentina e eles avisaram que eles tinham que ficar no hotel porque ia ter um natural disaster se aproximando. E aí eles teriam que ficar no hotel para não se machucarem, né? E depois ficou tudo bem. Mas geralmente os weather forecasters give warnings before a hurricane. Ou antes de algum que eles consigam prever, né? Alguns infelizmente não dá para prever, mas aqueles que eles conseguem ter uma previsão de que vai ter, eles avisam antes, tipo hurricane que dá para avisar. Okay, now let's answer this question together. Como sempre, a teacher é muito boazinha com vocês, né? Em vez de vocês terem que escolher aí entre 8 options, eu coloco 2 options apenas para a gente escolher entre essas 2 opções. Vocês lembram do nosso Explorer dessa unidade? Davi, eu vou já falar sobre esse homework, porque eu não vou passar ele hoje, certo? Calm down, que eu ainda vou falar sobre isso. Vamos responder essa question aqui primeiro, tá? Continuando, vocês lembram do nosso Explorer dessa unidade? O que ele faz? Lembram ou não? Ele é um adventurer, ele é um photographer. What's his name? Do you remember? Lembra qual é o nome do nosso Explorer dessa unidade? No, you don't remember. It's Jimmy Tin. Jimmy Tin. Yes, he's an explorer. Jimmy Tin is an explorer and he's a photographer. He's a National Geographic photographer. Okay? So let's start here. We have first, disasters or wildfires can happen anywhere and at any time. Disasters or wildfires, what do you think? Can happen anywhere and at any time. What do you think? Disasters or wildfires? Disasters. Very good. Disasters can happen anywhere and at any time. But for adventurers like National Geographic photographer Jimmy Tin, danger is part of daily life. Jimmy has to be ready to act when things go wrong. In 2008, Jimmy and 2 friends went on an expedition to Meru, one of the most difficult mountains to climb in the Himalayas. But although they prepared very carefully for the expedition, the weather was The weather was survivor or there was terrible? Terrible, perfect. Então, até aqui já dá para saber que o Jimmy Chin gosta de aventura, né? Ele vai nas expeditions para escalar as montanhas, que são difíceis de serem escaladas e tal, para tirar foto. Inclusive, aquela foto da abertura da unidade, quem tirou foi ele, né? Acho que vocês lembram. Just 100 meters from the top of the mountain, they had to turn back. In the same year, Jimmy nearly died after an avalanche, escaped or struck while he was skiing. Struck. Very good. Então, no mesmo ano aí, ele quase morreu, né? Porque ele estava esquiando e de repente uma avalanche veio com tudo para cima dele. Hundreds of tons of snow fell without breath or without warning. Hundreds of tons of snow fell without That's it, perfect. Without warning. As toneladas de neve que vão caindo numa avalanche não avisam que estão chegando, elas simplesmente vêm, né? The force of the snow covering his body made it difficult for him to survive or for him to breathe. What do you think? The snow covering his body made it difficult for him to survive or to breathe. What do you think? To breathe. Very good. Imagina aí, você está esquiando, aí vem uma avalanche e cai toneladas de neve em cima de você. Você vai ter dificuldade de respirar, né? Avalanches of this size rarely have warning or rarely have survivors. What do you think? Rarely have warning or rarely have survivors? And Jimmy was very lucky. So, avalanches of this size rarely have survivors. Yes. And Jimmy was very lucky to escape or to shake from the snow. To escape from the snow. Very good. Amazingly, just a few months later, Jimmy and his friends again attempted to climb Meru, and this time they were very successful. Very good. Então, depois mesmo mesmo depois dele quase morrer, ele ainda foi de novo para escalar essa montanha lá, escalar esse lugar em Meru. E dessa vez eles conseguiram e escalaram, deu tudo certo. Foi sucesso. Now let's answer question 5 also together. On question 5, we have some words and we have some definitions, and we also have a photo of Jimmy Chin. Jimmy Chin is this man, very stylish, right? Todo estiloso aí, de óculos e tal. He's very lucky. Yes, and I also think, Leticia, he's very brave. Okay, let's go. Now we have to match the words and the meanings. Number 1, say that something will happen. To pay attention to predict, to prevent, or unexpected. Say that something will happen. You believe it is to predict. To say that something will happen. Okay, very good. Number 2, sudden and surprising. Something that is surprising. It is to pay attention to predict, to prevent, unexpected, sudden or and surprising. Unexpected, something that is surprising. Okay. The avalanche was very unexpected. Number 3, notice or observe. What do you think? Notice or observe? Is to pay attention to or to prevent? Unexpected, Julia, é uma coisa inesperada, uma coisa surpreendente. To pay attention, ok? Notice or observe, to pay attention. To pay attention to. A teacher esqueceu de colocar o to depois do attention, I'm sorry. And number 4, stop from happening. Number 4, oh my god, the most difficult. Stop from happening. O que será stop from happening? Oh my god. To prevent. Very good, to prevent. Guys, respondendo ao questionamento do Davi, né, que vocês têm aí o homework, que seria question 6, choose an activity, que vocês têm que escolher um dos 3 para fazer. Só que como eu ainda não mostrei para vocês as atividades que eu pedi da outra vez, né, que eu lembro que eu sempre mostro para vocês aqui, eu ainda vou mostrar, eu não quero que vocês façam esse homework hoje, certo? Mesmo estando lá na agenda de vocês, que é para ser feito hoje, não precisa ser feito hoje. Quando for para ser feito, a teacher vem aqui e pede para vocês. Ok? Entenderam porque eu não pedi hoje? Yes or no? Let me know. Yes, I know you are very sad with this notice, right? Estão todos muito tristes porque não tem que fazer homework hoje, né? Eu posso ver nos olhos de vocês. Consigo ver daqui que vocês estão muito tristes por causa disso. Ok. Okay, so that's it for today. Bye bye, see you next class, okay?